And welcome back to Relationship Status Podcast. It's your boy Yusuf in the building. And remember, you can catch us on all podcast platforms at Relationship Status Podcast. As you can see, I'm here by myself. V is out. She has some stuff she had to do at the restaurant. Don't forget, hit her up, Eat My Biscuits in East Point, Georgia. This week, I had the great opportunity to be a guest on the Very Necessary Podcast. If you get a chance, go ahead and go follow them, the Very Necessary Podcast. And we talked about, the episode was right before Valentine's Day, and we had a good Valentine's Day conversation. Go ahead and check me out on this episode of the Very Necessary Podcast. What I said was, men don't necessarily care whether we do or we don't.
Oh, that's a
Valentine's
lie.
Day. Wait,
well,
let me finish my statement.
Okay.
Let me see. Women ready to cut you off.
I know.
Let me finish my statement.
Rapid fire, I'm sorry.
Okay. Men don't really care whether we do or we don't. We understand that our woman loves this day. Mm-hmm. And this is her holiday. This is what she wants to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
on the 14th.
On the 14th, because since this is the case, and we want them to be happy, this is what we want, because we love you. That's why we're doing it. It's not, we're just fine. If you was to say, I don't care about, because I dealt with someone who legitimately did not care about Valentine, like would be like, you please don't do anything. Mm-hmm. It's not what I do. I hate Valentine's Day. I think it's this, I think it's that. Cool, no problem. And it's not, but I didn't care either way whether I did. And I've dated somebody where to the extreme. If I did not do anything, I was in the doghouse for about 2 months. So I understand. So what I'm saying is men don't really care whether we do or don't. We care the fact that you care so much about it. That's why we do. But it wouldn't bother us none if we didn't do nothing.
But you care because she's happy and because and
isn't that what I just said, though?
Hold on. But and if she's happy, guess what happens with you?
No, I'm gonna get that anyway.
But listen, I think that there's an underlining, unspoken, hidden thing with men and Valentine's. I think men really like Valentine's Day too. They just don't want to express it like how women express it, because it is a feminine day of I say I'm not gonna say a female. I'm gonna say a feminine day. And that's a day that women or those who indulge in that and they want to make sure they please a person. But I've heard so many men say, that day ain't for me. I don't be getting nothing.
Who is these niggas?
You think
is these niggas?
Oh, I've heard plenty guys. They be wanting things too. They do. Y'all be wanting things too, but y'all don't want just a pair of some gummy bears and a card saying thank you. Y'all be wanting some nice probably cologne wrapped up in some chocolate.
Personally,
they want that too.
No, I'm gonna get that anyway. Like that, I got that last night. Like it don't bother because it's the 14th. Don't make it any different than the 13,000 other times we done it.
It ain't better booty on the 14th.
No, how? What else? What else I'm gonna get?
I don't know. She might throw some extra.
The moon. I don't know. It may be the moon. It may be that one star that twinkles.
No, you done did everything you're gonna do. I don't know all the tricks.
Oh,
we done been together for a minute.
He went to Charleston. He said, "I don't know
all the tricks."
He done traveled down.
Wait a minute.
I'm saying we know there's nothing new under the sun if we've been together for a minute.
But what I'm saying is, men, y'all low key be wanting things too.
No, I don't. I'm saying I don't know any men, and I know a lot of men. I don't know any. In my circle of people that I know, I don't know not one man
that
says,
care about getting anything for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So I
personally don't care. If you don't get me nothing, I don't care.
Here's where I'm going to astrology. And we talked about this on the car right up here. Here go Cancer and Scorpio. I would rather you put the thought into my gift and what I love than you just aimlessly do anything. How cliche is it for you to, on Valentine's Day, throw me a generic card, some red roses, and some candy? That's too generic for me.
I'm not even saying that's what I'm going to do.
I know you're not saying that. But I'm saying, I'm not going to give you the same response that you would think you were going to give me. Hey, I gave you a card, roses, and some candy. Why are you not happy? Because you didn't put any thought into that. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to give that back to you because, as you can see, I don't want that. Because I don't play that shit. You're going to put some thought into whatever you're going to do for me. Am I right, best friend?
Mm-hmm. But I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there.
Because we talking about Valentine's Day.
We talking about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but I mean, I think
because you're gonna have a bad Valentine's Day if you come at me with some cliche shit. Is what I'm saying.
No, she's giving her perspective.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
but I'm in the flow of the conversation. I was trying to figure out how we got there.
Because she wanted to go back and
that
give
point.
her
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I don't want you to think that you're just going to take your lady friend somewhere and just give her
to make sure put
some effort.
For example,
into not just
for example, if you're with the person that you're with and you can afford to do whatever it is, even if you can't afford it, there's things if you're paying attention to your mate that you just kind of understand about them and you know what they like from what they don't like. All right?
Right.
So you plan accordingly to that. Like me personally, I know that I want to do something if I want to do something for my woman, I know I don't want to deal with big crowds because that's just not me. My social media can't deal with the big crowds. I don't want a 4-hour wait at a restaurant trying to get in on Valentine's Day. So what I might do is instead of do a Valentine's dinner, we might do a Valentine's breakfast, lunch, and then do something like an activity. Like in Charlotte, I found out about this thing called the orchestra by candlelight. I don't know if you've ever seen.
I saw that.
I have been fiending to go to this, and I
but
know
you
that
don't
it's
want to
something
tell
that's
it, do you?
Huh?
Are you going to
tell what?
She might hear it.
And
then you cook.
Yeah,
so,
but that's not. But see, but I cook anyway. That's
anyway,
that wouldn't be anything
that.
special.
You're gonna have to let us know how it is because
and they don't have any good. They don't have any good
dates.
Like no, they don't have any good. They got dates, but like they're doing like I want to go when they're doing the hip hop.
Yeah, I heard they were doing Michael Jackson one time and Prince.
Yeah, but they doing like right now they're doing some rock band I never heard of before, and they're doing but they're doing Coldplay at the same time, and I'm a Coldplay fan.
Okay,
but the songs from Coldplay they doing, and then it's mixed in with that other band. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So you figure out something else that navigates within that perimeter. Yeah. If your person likes jazz, you can go find a jazz place to go to wherever you want to go to. If they're into spoken word, you find a spoken word place. I remember my ex-wife. She took me because she knew I loved jazz to a live jazz thing and bought the tickets so we could sit on the stage with the band. And it was dope to me.
It's all about experience.
Yeah, it was the experience for it. So I think if you are tuned into your mate, whether this is what you're into or not,
right,
you make it an experience for them. So even if you can't do, and that's like you said, I cook. Yeah, that could be a thing, but whoever I'm dealing with, I'm going to cook for multiple times anyway.
Right.
So what makes it different this time? We're at my house cooking food that I cook. Right. You know, it might be something new that I cook, but it ain't nothing special to it because it's just normal. So I'm just saying, but for me, I just know all the guys I know, like you literally, and I'm not saying it just to say it, I really don't want anything. Like, I really don't want anything.
Your satisfaction comes from she is going to be satisfied and pleased. So y'all are saying the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all are saying the same thing.
But how many men are that in tune to their mate?
But
they should be. They better be.
The people that are in successful relationships are. And I think that a lot of men don't get enough credit for being in successful relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in it.
But who do you fault? Who do you fault for not being in tune? Do you fault the man or the woman? Like, who do you fault for not being in tune?
I think it's both.
I don't know if it's both. I think it depends. I think it depends on the relationship. Because this is the reason why you can't ask other people outside of your relationship for relationship advice. And the reason being is the two people that's in it are the only two unique people that's in it. So we don't know if she's actually communicating.
Right.
Her communication.
Right. That's why I said
their
both.
communication
So
styles match up.
that's to me the at fault. The either the communication or the lack of communication or the misinterpretation in the communication.
True.
Right.
That's valid. I'll say that's valid. That's a valid
That's why
statement.
I say both.
Yeah.
I think it's both. You know,
But
you
I think
take
sometimes,
responsibility.
but then there have been relationships where the woman is being overly communicative about her and what she likes and what she does and things like that.
Because does it seem self-centered then?
And then the person that they're dealing with is self-centered. And so the person they're dealing with is so self-centered that they don't even pay attention to what the person is doing. And that has nothing to do with communication. It has to do with their own self-serving selves.
So why I said what I said was because we have listeners on the show that are listening to the show. And even though I know you are a very attentive and communicative and in tune person,
I'm reformed.
there are
I ain't always been this way.
Thank you for taking
it's
accountability.
it's a lot of niggas out here because I done dealt with them who they're just, let me throw some money at her. Let me do the cliche shit just to say that I've done something to get her out my face or to shut her up. That's who I was giving that message to. I had someone to give me something for my birthday, and I gave that shit back because there was no thought put into it. I don't want nobody just throwing me some shit to get me out their face or to shut me
So
up.
you don't like the little basket from the side of the road?
Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
I've never had a basket from the side of the road.
Me neither.
Kiss my ass.
No, I never had a basket from the side of the road.
Ain't nothing in that basket screams Yolanda. Absolutely not. Go give that shit to somebody else.
I find it funny.
But I think you do have to know your person. You have to know your person, whether it's Valentine's Day, just because, birthday, you know, or what have you. You have to know your person, and it may fit that person's, particular style. So I love when people put thought into gifts. That's why sometimes I hate when I have to give people gift cards unless it's a store that they really wanted to buy something from or something like that, because I want the person to realize that I tried, because some people are just hard to get gifts for. But it's just that I want people to understand that I did try to find. So I try to find something to go along with the gift card that I know that they will like. Or I find a card that I just feel like will match the person's personality, or let's experience something new together. So I mean, the past couple of Valentines, I can't say nothing. Even last year, when my male BFF sent me something for Valentine's Day to make me feel, better about things, or the past couple of years of Valentine's Day, they've been all right. They've been all right. They've been unexpected or something that catered to my style of what I wanted to do or what I wanted to do. So, I mean, I like when people are very attentive. Very attentive. So.
I haven't had a great Valentine's Day since 2016.
Oh.
2016 was like my best Valentine's Day. That was my last Valentine's Day with my husband. And all the rest of them have just been full of shit.
We've had this discussion before.
We have. And
we've had this discussion
it's
before.
okay. It's all right.
No, I mean, me and you have had this discussion before.
I'm all right.
I think the bar was set.
The bar has been set.
And so you accept nothing from anybody else.
Right.
Because everything will always, comparison is the thief
really
of joy.
compares. Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
You do.
Like you
Yes,
don't
you
find.
do. We've talked about this.
I don't know why she looking like a deer in the headlights.
I think you can't find the joy or the appreciation in anything anybody else does because it's not to that level. And you're seeing it as the standard has been set, and sometimes you meet a person that sets it that high that nobody can ever reach that because that was your person.
Right.
So now, do you go the rest of your life not appreciating the things? See, like you continuously, I believe, in the years that I've known you, to look at your cup as half empty rather than half full. So now you just got to drink that shit and shut the fuck up. If you thirsty, I'm just saying, like, You don't have to accept just anything, but you can't tell me not since 2016, no man has tried to give all they can, and it just had, and it's just.
But it hasn't met
her standard.
I
Look at
would
what
say
we're
they
talking
tried.
about. Once again,
I say they tried, but they didn't try hard enough. For me,
because of what you experienced in 2016. You're not comparing them to the best version. You don't even know if that's.
And I say Yoshi.
But what if it was their best?
I give a
best and final.
I will always give an A for effort. I will always give an A for effort.
But you don't think it's their effort. Sometimes you just say, no, that's trash.
You know when a nigga ain't try hard enough.
But sometimes
you know when a nigga ain't put no thought into no shit.
That's true. We do know.
That is true. But sometimes, though.
You can't. I just refuse to believe that in 10 years.
Right.
In 10 years.
Nobody, not one person that you have dated.
Let me sing it like Keith.
Now, Yoshi, that's not true. Yoshi, that's not true.
I think that's
nobody.
Yoshi, that's not true.
And then,
that's
like
not
I said,
true.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
That's not true.
If you're gonna always compare everybody to that situation,
that's not true.
You're never gonna find. You're never gonna find the joy in
true.
other people. You're just not.
Okay.
That's not true, though.
You're just
in 10 years. That's not true.
I'm gonna say what I respect about you is you're fine with that. And and that's cool. I respect that. I'm just saying, like,
that's not true.
I'm just saying, if that's you and that's how you see it.
Well, I'm forgetful too. So best friend remind me.
I'm not gonna remind you. You know, I'm not gonna say on here.
Okay,
but that's not true.
Maybe I forgot. I don't know.
I'm just in the middle.
That's not true.
You only in the middle.
I'm only in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I would say this.
I'm the youngest.
And because I have such a big heart, because I'm a Valentiner. What I do say is the love I have experienced before we end the show, the love I have experienced was such a big love. I want every woman to experience being loved like I was loved because I was loved.
But
baby,
you know
I
what?
was loved.
I've heard that the way that you experience love is you first have to love yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you cannot love yourself, no one else can. You will never experience that love from anyone else.
Mm-hmm. And I love me so much. And so maybe that's why I was able to accept that love. Because I told a young lady one time, I said, baby, I had a love from a man. That man loved me better than my goddamn parents loved me. Mm-hmm. That little girl started crying. She said, oh my God, I never even thought that was possible. I said, baby, that's possible. Mm-hmm. It can happen. And if you will that, I prayed for that. Mm-hmm. And it happened for me. And it can happen for you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I want that for her. I pray that happens for her. Mm-hmm. So,
I would definitely say that love, whatever the love that you're seeking and wanting, do it to yourself first. Mm-hmm. What I don't like, me personally, I don't like a woman or a man who's never experienced things, want to experience it through other people that they have never attempted to experience on themselves first. Don't expect me to take you to a 5-class restaurant when you cannot even take yourself to a 5-class restaurant. Don't expect me to take you overseas when you have not even traveled overseas or you know, you have not even attempted to get a passport yet until you met me. Now, I believe people can. I believe people can inspire you.
Did you say how you not have a passport?
I believe people can inspire you to do things.
My son get one. Get you a passport.
It's niggas out here who ain't got no passport.
But
you gotta go.
But I believe, like, if you want the things that you want out of life, do it for yourself first, because it's a greater feeling doing it for you versus having someone else do it for you.
That's why I love when men who have daughters take their daughters out on dates. And so, you know, when their daughter goes out on dates with young men and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I've been here before. I've been to the Red Lobster. I've been to the California Dreaming. I've been to the Ruth Chris. Because these kids go to Ruth Chris now in high school.
Yeah.
And all this other stuff.
So I go there.
But I have a mixed feeling about, I have mixed feelings about a standard that a father set versus a standard of a boyfriend. And reaching to the, now, husband, I just have a different standard.
Well, I think
a different outlook
Why?
on. Nothing bad. Nothing bad
No, I
about
just
it.
said why, because I want to hear your opinion.
Because fathers are gonna, one, that's their baby. They're gonna protect, and they want to make sure anyone that come behind them will be able to follow through. Right? Nothing wrong with that. But that woman has to build the relationship with that man or that boyfriend,
Right.
and not expect going into the relationship that they're gonna do exactly what the father did or how the father is doing it.
because
Like,
I think because to your point, I think the father can set a lofty expectation.
yes, and I think there has to be some type of understanding and build, because that woman needs to understand who she's dealing with and not have an expectation of that he's supposed to do this and not understand who he is as a person.
Right.
And then once you understand him and then that's how you grow and build together and
Right.
and you learn, but you know what the expectations are as a woman, and
Right.
you know where your ground level, this is what I am not going to take less than.
Right.
And that person that's coming into your life, he should know the expectations of
Right.
your history, where you come from, your
Right.
background, but he has to be able to either meet it or exceed it.
Right.
But he can't go below it, because she's not going to tolerate it to be
Right.
anything less than. But I think that going into a relationship, it has to be blinders off, and you have to learn each other.
Right.
And go from there. That's
Okay.
just my
and I understand what you're saying, but my point is for a young lady to not be so fascinated when somebody takes them to those places.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, okay, yeah, I've been here before. I understand.
Okay, I got
this.
you.
Yeah, that's my point. And I hope that the father discussed with them that everybody cannot do that. And even though we want you to have this, but everybody may not be there right now. So
because I
that's
believe
what
a lot of marriages and relationships fail because the man be like, I'm not your father, I can't do this, blah blah blah, and there could be some real love there, but he's always trying to meet or match what who the father is, and the father may have been a very well established person, and he just hasn't reached that level yet, or he may not ever reach it.
But then there's also some fathers, they don't reach that level until later in life, right?
Right.
So now you're expecting something out of your 21-year-old boyfriend that your 42-year-old father did.
Well, see, that's why I said
You know
have
what
the
I'm saying?
conversation that person may not be there at that point in their life. But some women do expect them to have that at 21 years old, and some that's how their mindset is. So,
Well, I think a part of it is societal, but that's a whole nother.
yeah, that's true too.
It is.
What
And
social
I
media
must
is showing
and-
these kids at a young age.
And when I say that I haven't had a great Valentine's Day, the shit that my husband used to do for me was so minimal, but so meaningful. That's where I stress the importance. If you know you don't have the money a father has or the man before you has, that's when you have to go into your brain and learn how to be creative. If you don't have the money to take her to a 5-star restaurant, that's when you have to go find recipes and cook for her. That's when you have to dig deep. You see what I'm saying? So there's a way to do something without overextending yourself to still get the same result or even better.
And it's the thought that counts. But see, when Yoshi Man said that society, some young lady will say, oh, he's a cornball. He didn't even have enough money to take me out to eat. So he cooked me a home cooked meal. Oh, he's a cornball. He just got me some flowers and didn't get me the flowers in the black package. He gave me some from Publix. It's the society.
It came in a box
She's
in a
looking
delivery.
at the aesthetics from people who are getting paid to be influencers on social media. Instead of thinking of the thought, like you said, because I've heard so many celebrities say their husbands or their boyfriends gave them a homemade card. And that made their day.
See, but and also to your point, Yolanda, like you perceptionally are a person where a person feels like they have to spend money. It's just your perception, the perception of the vibe that you give off is that you have to spend money. So if somebody's like you said, I don't want no car, no flowers, and this, that, and the third, and the person is like, well, I'm spent, this is all I could spend, and I knew I had to spend something, they go far. I think I could see how a man would go far left on the thought and more so the materialism.
And that shows just how much they don't know me.
What did I just? I don't.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Perception.
It's the perception doesn't necessarily. But I'm just saying, because there's been times when you've sat on here and said, "Well, if you can't do this, then I ain't this."
I have.
And you believe that.
Yeah.
So that's what people are seeing.
They say perception is reality.
It's that person's reality, whether it's yours or not, reality. whether it's the actual factual or not. It's their reality. So what they see of you on social media, when they get to talk to you, you may be down to earth, right? Mm-hmm. You may be cool as hell, right? Mm-hmm. But this is what she always says, and this is this. So as a person gets to know you, they get to know the cool, funny person that you are, but there's still the expectation that I gotta spend money. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about in the perception. So I can see how a man would get lost in the thought of things rather than just the materialism of what it is. And I outside opinion. You can take it.
No, I'm fine with that. I love that for me. I'm a Scorpio. I like being mysterious. I like people trying to figure me out. I'm a puzzle.
I really don't think you're that mysterious, but
I am. Because you didn't know this. Let me tell you what
didn't I just tell you that earlier?
Yes.
I was like, you never know what's going on in their mind.
Right.
You never know what they're thinking. You never know their next move.
Okay, you don't never know who's next move.
And water signs.
Okay, I don't believe in all that, but okay. I just think people are people. I think that people are people. You're just a person. You're a person with your own personality. You can't tell me because I was born on this
sometimes
day,
people you can already know. Sometimes you can tell.
What I am.
Sometimes by personality, you can already tell what a person next steps will be because of the way that how they move.
You know, let me tell you something.
So a person that's an introvert, always quiet, always laid back, you never know. But a person that's always boisterous or out loud, you could kind of already tell what their next move is going to be because it's not a hit. It's their cards are shown.
I mean, I'm just saying, and that has to do with their sign.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's patterns.
No, but then if a sign is a sign, right? Mm-hmm. According to you,
you are all of your sign.
I am. I don't know what that is because
that's why you don't know. No, you haven't had the time to.
What I'm saying is, people have literally said, "I know you're this," and they're wrong. I'm like, no, I'm not. So how did you even get there? Like people have been more wrong about my sign than they've been right in my life.
I know I've been right.
I'm just because you know.
Oh,
like the way he talks about being an introvert, but he's just like me. He's the most introverted extrovert. Think about it. He likes being alone, but yet he is a podcaster. Well, all your business out here in the street, yet. I'm here. Is that not me? We the same motherfucking person.
But we two different signs. How can we be the same person?
Because it don't matter.
How can we be the same person?
Because they
have different signs. How can we be the same person then?
Because you still have the same trait. We have the same characteristics. Oh my God. We ain't gonna go there.
But anyway, yes.
And thank you again for tapping into the Relationship Status Podcast. It's your boy Yusuf in the building. And remember, if you want to send us a advice letter, if you want to just leave us comments about the show, hit us up, RELSTAT podcast @gmail.com. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms @RELSTAT podcast. And don't forget, hit us up on Patreon, patreon.com /Relationship Status Podcast. Until the next time, y'all, we are out.